gonna stand at the top of the mat. And then find the foundation of your feet by pressing the ball of your feet down to the ground. And then take a few breaths. Maybe bring your hand toward the chest and close the eyes. Set your intention for the practice. Take a deep breath, inhale. Long exhale. Then raise the arms up into the sky. Inhale. We'll salute the sun. Exhale, fold, forward bend. You may want to bend the knee to just take it easy on your hamstring for the first few times. Inhale, lengthen your spine, half lift. Then exhale, step your right foot back. Bring the right knee down to the ground. Inhale, raise the arm up, stretch it up. Press the ball of your front foot down to the ground firmly. Reach your arms, pull the navel up and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, bring your hands down. You may want to use the blocks if you're at home. Press the hands on the blocks and then flex your ankles and your toes. Roll your shoulders back and then pull your sternum forward. Pull from the left hip joint back and walk your blocks back a little bit more. And lengthen your spine long as you press the base of the big toes away from the groin. Inhale, lengthen your spine a bit longer. And exhale, tuck the chin toward the chest. I would just stay and observe my hamstring for a while. And if it's okay to just find the left hip joint fold gradually, a little bit deeper and deeper. You can bend the elbows and then bound the head over the shin bone. Stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee back into low lunges. Bring your hands down to the ground. Step back into a downward facing dog. Bend both knees and stretch your spine, shoulder. Tuck the tailbone slowly. Control your core as you raise the heel over the toe. Shift your body forward in a plank. Exhale, bring the knees down. Lengthen the spine. Long inhale. And exhale, land the chest forward slowly into a caterpillar. Straight the leg, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin toward the chest. Raise the chest up into a cobra. Inhale. And then exhale, back into a downward facing dog. Take a deep breath, inhale. Long exhale. Good. Then step your right foot forward in between your hands. Lower the left knee down to the ground. We'll do the other side. So bring your hands on the hip, roll your shoulders back, and then pull your sternum up and forward. Flare your front toes and press into the ball of your foot. Raise the arms up, or you just keep your hands on the hips if you like. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. You can use the blocks or you can bring your fingertip down to the ground. And then roll your shoulders back. Flex your toes or the ankle. Pull your hip back slowly, but try not to sink down. Trying to pull back the sit bone back and then press the base of the big toe forward, trying to lengthen your spine and the hamstring as long as possible before you can bound the head down. So basically you just tuck your chin toward the chest and make the back of the neck as long nicely. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bend the knee. Come and bring your hands forward. Rock and bring your left foot forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, half lift, and exhale, fold, forward bend. Good. Inhale, you squat down a little bit, lift the chest up and slowly rise up into a tall mountain. And exhale, hand toward the chest. Okay, let's continue to do a few more rounds here. Inhale, raise the arm up, stretch up. And this time we're gonna catch your right wrist and then stretch it up. Inhale, tuck the chin toward the chest and then tuck the tailbone. Exhale, lateral bend over the left side. Stay here for 5. Feel the rib stretch nicely. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to the center. Catch your left wrist, stretch it up. Inhale and exhale. Let's bend over the right side. Keep your hips square, keep tucking your tailbone, keep pressing your base of the big toe down to the ground strongly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to the center. Now open the chest and pull your elbows back so that the shoulders is getting away from your ear. And then internally rotate your shoulders, interlock your fingers, stretch your arms down toward the tailbone and open the chest a little bit more. Lift the sternum up. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee and then fold from the hip joint and fold forward, bend. Uttanasanas, and bring your hands over the head. Let the head dangle down and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then slowly squat down into a chair. Utkatasana. Just bring your hand forward. Try to pull the sit bone back and lengthen your back long. Lengthen your spine long for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, fold, forward bend. Now step your right foot back. Lower the right knee down to the ground. Good. I'm gonna inhale, raise the arms up into the sky, stretch it up, and then keep here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Exhale, bring your hand down to the ground, and then we'll continue to stretch your hamstring again. So flex your toes. Important thing is that before you straight your hamstring, roll your shoulders back and pull the sternum forward. Lengthen your spine as long as possible and squeeze the belly toward the thigh before you stretch out. And you can stay here. Tuck the chin toward the chest for 5, or bend down a little bit more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And now we're gonna tuck your right foot behind the right knee, and then you're gonna travel your right hand over the back of the mat. Square your left foot down into a side plank. Okay, you'll tuck your tailbone strongly. Raise the left arm up into the sky. You're gonna stretch your side by bring your left arm over the head, but push this right hand down to lift your arch your ribs up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You're gonna slowly bring your left hand on the hip, turn your left foot out, and then bring your torso over the hip joint. Okay, so you're gonna from here raise the arms up into the sky. Inhale, and then exhale. You're gonna bring your left hand down on the shin bone or on the thigh, but not on the knee. We're gonna stay here and then stretch as deep as you can go into a gate posture for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, come back, and then windmill your hands, come to the back of the mat, and then hug your right knee toward the chest, and then bring your right foot back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Inhale, long exhale. Good. Inhale, shift your body forward in plank, and then exhale, knees come down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, land the chest into a caterpillar. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin toward the chest. Inhale, roll the chest up into a cobra. And exhale, press strongly back into downward facing dog. Take another deep breath, inhale, no rushing. Good. Now, bring your right leg stretched up, but micro bend the left knee, so keep your hips square, flare your toes, and then raise the left heel over the toe. And just stay here for 5, let the head dangle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You're gonna bring your right leg over the right hand side, outside. All right, and bring your left knee down. You're gonna stretch into a lizard lunges. So bring your right hand on the knee and press the knees out, open. You can twist your torso and look back carefully, and then stay here for another 5. It's a beautiful day today. Sunshine, beautiful breeze. Last one more breath. Inhale deep. Exhale long. Now if you want to add on to feel a little bit more stretch in your left quadricep, you lean forward a little bit and then catch your left foot. And then bring your palm over your toes and then square the shoulders and pull your foot close to your buttock. You can look forward and then hug your right knee toward the chest. Stay here, or if you're good in my left hip joint and also my quadricep. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring your foot down and then you lift the hips up. You stretch your right hamstring and then just flex your toes or the ankle. Pull the hip back and then you rock forward. We're gonna do a few times. This is so yummy. Inhale, pull the hip back and then stretch out. One more time. And exhale. Good. And then you're gonna slowly, if it's too long for you to step forward, you will lift one foot and then another and another, or you can just long lift forward and then bring yourself into a malasana, into a yogi squat. So you're gonna V-shape your feet and then bring your elbow into the knee. Lengthen your spine long by pull the heart forward and then pull the sit bone back and then stay here. Resist both your feet down. You're feeling like you are lifted up a little bit instead of sinking like this. Okay, stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring your hand to the top of the mat and then rock your bottom up and then square your feet, the outer edge of the feet parallel with the edge of the mat, and then you pull your sit bone back, lengthen your spine as well as your hamstring. Bow the head down, relax here for 5. The hamstring feeling so nice. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Walk your hands back to the top of the mat and wiggle your feet to the hip width distance. Inhale, lengthen your spine long, half lift. Exhale, fold forward with the knees, micro bend a little. Squat down and then slowly rise up into a tall mountain. Inhale and exhale. And toward the chest. Let's continue to the other side. Okay. Inhale, raise the arms up. Now this time catch your left wrist and stretch it up. Exhale, let it bend over the right side. Keep your feet square, keep your hips square. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to the center. Catch your right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, over the left side. Feels so nice on the right hip joints, the rib cage being stretched nicely. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, come back to the center. Open the chest, pull your shoulders away from the ears, and then bring your hands interlock your fingers and stretch back. Inhale. Bend the knee, pull the sit bone back as you bring your hands away from the sit bone, and then fold forward, bend in Uttanasana. Stay here, relax the head down for 5. Let your hands dangle over the head. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, squat down into a chair. Utkatasana, reach your heart forward, pull the sit bone back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, bring your hand down. Good. And then step your left foot back. Lower the left knee down to the ground. We'll come into a low lunge again. Inhale, rise the arm up. Resist your foot down. Slightly lift the hips up. Feel more energy for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. You can use the blocks again or your fingertip tented down like this. Roll your shoulders back and then flex your toe or the ankle and pull your hips back. Stay here. Keep working on the hamstring and the spine long, or bow the head down. And stay humble for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then you're gonna tip your left foot back. And you're gonna travel all the way over the top of the mat. Bring your left hand down or bring it on the blocks if you feel like there's too deep for you. And then you can square your right foot, turn so you don't point your hips back like that. You tuck the tailbone, bring your hip over the knee, and then bring your right arm up over the sky, stretch over the head and stay here for 5. Feel the ribs stretching up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your right hand down on the hip and firm your core. Slowly push the floor, come up, bring your torso over the hip and turn your right foot out over the right side. Pull the thigh into the hip socket and then bring your right hand down on the shin or on the thigh, but not on the knee. And then stretch your arm over the head into a gate posture. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, windmill your hands, come to the top of the mat. And then square the hips, hug the left knee toward the chest. And then step back into a downward facing dog. Good. Take a deep breath, inhale here. Long exhale. Good. Inhale, drive the heel over the toe, core control slowly, push yourself forward into a plank. Exhale, knees come down. Inhale, lengthen the spine long. Exhale, land the chest down. Tuck the tailbone, straight the leg. Tuck the chin toward the chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back into a downward facing dog. Take another deep breath, inhale. Long exhale. Good. Then raise the left leg back up into the sky and you can flare your toe, point or flex, it's up to you. And then raise the right heel over the toe high, keep your hips square. Now if the hip is open like that, don't worry too much. Just slowly rotate your left hip down a little bit, feeling like you're hugging your inner thigh toward each other. One more deep breath here. Good. Then step your left foot over the left hand side into a lizard lunge and then bring your right knee down to the ground. Good. Firm your right hand as you muscularly turn the left knee out like that. And then bring your left hand down on the knee. Push as hard as you can go and twist your torso. Look back a little bit more. and stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you want to stay here, it's great to stay here and then feel a bit deeper. If you want to go deeper, lean forward a little bit and then flex your right foot up, catch your right foot, draw your hand over the toes and then turn your shoulders square as you hug your left knee toward the chest and pull the right foot close to your buttock. Oh, this is so intense but beautiful feeling. Stay for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release the hand down and the leg down. Good, press the hands firmly and lift the hips up as you pull the hip back and stretch your hamstring. You want to do a few more times. This is quite nice to inhale, rock forward, open. Exhale, pull back. One more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Now this time I'm gonna rock a little bit faster and then step your right foot forward. Good. Come back into Malasana again, the yogi squat. It's beautiful bird up there. Bring the elbow into the knees and then lengthen your spine long. Now this time we're gonna go a little bit deeper in your hip joints here to strengthening and also stretching nicely. Inhale, we're gonna lengthen your spine long and exhale, fold forward, but just halfway down so the crown is in line with the spine, in line with the tailbone. You're gonna repeat it another few more times. Inhale, squat down. Exhale, lift your bottom, bound the head. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hand to the top of the mat, square your feet, and then fall deep and feel the hamstrings. Really nice stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then wiggle your feet to the center. Inhale, lengthen the spine, half lift. And exhale, fold forward. Squat down, slowly rise up into a tall mountain. Inhale. And exhale. Good. We're gonna sit down and we'll do some stretch when we sit down, okay? So you might wanna use the belt. It happened for me to bring belt everywhere I go because with the mat I can do yoga anywhere. Okay, so you're gonna stretch your hamstring by finding the sit bone grounded and bend the right knee. Catch your right foot with your hands or with a towel or with the belt. Okay, so you're gonna lift the chest, lengthen your spine and flex your both toes and then raise the right foot up. Don't rush to bring your head forward. So keep your spine long and then flex your ankle, point your heel out and then work out your hamstring first. Nice, yummy stretch here. You just stay here, tuck the chin toward the chest. It's like you're doing a half boat posture. Okay, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now if you want to go deeper, do bend the elbow hugging into the thigh so the shoulders is just getting away from the ears. Instead of it, bring your hands over here, the shoulders crunching too much. So stay here and pull it up. And then for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You're gonna cross the right foot over the left side and reach your arms up into the sky. And then bring your right hand behind the tailbone. Press, tented your fingers down and then hook the left elbow over the right thigh. Lengthen your spine, twist as deep as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back to the center. This time we're going to bring your foot into the left inner thigh, and then we're going to fall forward. So you may want to use the belt as well. So bring your belt over the foot, lift the chest up, lengthen your spine long. Inhale. Lead your chest forward as you fall as deep as you can go. And then you maybe want to make a knot to feel it tighter and bound down. If the hamstring is too tight, you can place a block under the knee. So cushion the knees up and then fold. Most important thing is that you feel the fold is from the hip joint. Stay humble for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale. Come back. We'll do the other side. Bring the right knee up and straight the right leg out. Bend the left knee. Okay. So from here, you're going to use the hands if your hamstring is flexible enough. So flex your both toe, catch your hand, catch your foot. Lift the chest up. Work out your back first. Bend the knee, lift the foot up, and then slowly extend. You can stay here or keep working to just press the heel out and then resist your femur away from the belly and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you want to go deeper, do work on your arm muscle. Bend the elbow and pull your foot close to your face and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend the knee, cross over the right thigh. Bring your left hand back, tuck your right elbow over the thigh, lengthen your spine long and twist as deep as you can go for 5, 4, I'm having a great sun bath here, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, come back to the center. Bring the left foot against the right inner thigh. And then we're gonna fall forward with one leg bend. Okay. Inhale, lengthen the spine up long. And then exhale. You can bend the knees a little bit, but really engage your thighs and your foot. Exhale, catch your foot. Now inhale, lengthen the spine again. Exhale, resist your hamstring down. Maybe stay here, tuck the chin. Maybe go deeper for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to the center. Okay. And then bring your foot forward. We're gonna lie down. Okay. So we're gonna lie down. Pull your right knee toward the chest. And you may extend the right leg long. Stretch your hamstring again. You can straighten the left leg. You can use the belt hook over the foot as well, but I'm gonna use my hands. Hug the elbow toward the knee. Lift the head up. Feel more stretch in your hamstring for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend the knee and then use the left hand. Twist your torso over the left side. And stay here. Look over the opposite side for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, roll back to the center. And extend the right leg out. You can bend both knees first and then bend the left knee to the chest. Extend the left leg long. You can stay here or you can extend the right foot out. Hug the elbow. You can lift the head up a little bit for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then bend the knee. Use the right hand. Pull the Left knee over the right side, twist deep as you can go. I can hear the airplane. We live near the airport, so there's a lot of airplane now flying over the sky. Stay here for a few more breaths. Inhale, roll back to the center. Good. And bend both knees toward the chest. Open the knees wider. Catch your feet into a happy baby. Rock to the side to side. Now by this time your hamstring might be very warm up already and stretched deep. So you can flex your toe and your ankle. Press, pull the heels out and stretch out. Rock to the side to side for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend the knees, come back, and then stay in Shavasana. Or stay to relax your muscle, joints. Enjoy being grounded. Melt the body into the core of the earth. If you have time to say more, just stay and enjoy the relaxation. Otherwise, we'll go up and have a good day. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.